conversation and socialising, even with the frantic dashes to lay the table or finish a recipe with the clock running down. Although the guests would never see this, there would be clattering, theatrical shouts and groans about misplacing a pan or forgetting a key ingredient. But as the front door opened, no one would have suspected any culinary jeopardy just moments before. She would have a dinner party nearly every week, with different strands of her and my dad's contrasting worlds, even adding a Sunday lunch into the equation for old family friends. There were always new dishes and old favourites, effortlessly executed, but always with huge consideration. From the array of nibbles and dips and music that filled you up before the main event, to the unbuttoning of your trousers to make room for the multiple desserts. Our friends left in the early hours with bursting bellies and hearts. Even though I was never allowed to help with cooking the dishes, I was like a dog in the kitchen waiting for scraps, making sure I was on duty for serving up, so that I could sneak a quick bite at the stove before our guests got to sample Mum's always exquisite cooking. Rather than rebel and run away in my teens, I would confidently invite my friends over for a Friday night dinner, along with their parents. My mum was brought up far more traditionally than me, so my Jewish heritage felt rather exotic, something to celebrate with others. With few Jewish friends, I was a rare breed in South London, so it made sense to welcome others into our incredibly relaxed yet ritualistic Friday night world, full of chicken soup, chicken liver, and an unruly kitchen. My 16th birthday was an innocent Sunday afternoon tea party. No stealthy shots of alcohol in teacups, just tea, some kava, sandwiches and my brother's amazing cookies, which were the size and texture of all our teenage faces. My 18th was a marquee in the garden with Mum on canapes and vats of chilli, and some heavy kissing by the bins. There was no eating in our bedrooms, or in front of the telly. We would eat and drink together as family and friends, with Whitney Houston or Dusty Springfield playing in the background. And we had a great setup. I would suggest or invite the guests, usually too many. Alex would set the table beautifully, usually done the night before, and make the pudding. Mum would do everything else. Hannah, not one for cooking, well, she would attend. This has been an important Ware trait to carry on with my own family, where we try and sit and eat together at any opportunity, even if my daughter shakes her head at a marto or declares that she no longer likes spaghetti bolognese. But she already has an interest in cracking eggs, whisking creams and licking cake bowls. The kitchen is also where she is guaranteed to find me, and where we cook for friends. I have inherited my mother's obsession to never undercater, yet I haven't seemed to conquer her relaxed manner. I flit around the kitchen glugging wine and stirring pots with everyone ordering me to sit down. A meal can spark a memory so vividly. The pizza and garlic dip my now husband ate on his own in his bedroom on our third date, with me looking on, desperate to have a slice, but too petrified I would get it over my face or in my teeth and ruin the kiss. The comfort of cream on ice cream my mum offered me when I got my first period on a Welsh summer holiday. The Sunday roast that never got eaten as my parents sat in the car for hours shielding us from their imminent separation. Table manners came about through a desire to eat and talk with other people about their memories through food. It's so interesting to see how these memories can shoot off into such unexpected directions. Whether it's Raymond Blanc's memory of the perfect smell of the French countryside air while searching for frogs with his father, Joe Dempsey's happy upbringing on Findus crispy pancakes, Ed Sheeran's childhood Sunday meal being Campbell's tomato soup, or Nigella Lawson revealing she was a fussy eater, we have learnt so much through our guests about all kinds of things. Who knew that I was such a stickler for timekeeping that I was quite happy to start a roast without a tardy Spice Girl? Which brings me on to Kiefer Sutherland's etiquette tip that you should in fact eat hot food as soon as it's served as opposed to waiting for others to start. Who would have thought that the writer of Love Actually and Four Weddings and a Funeral, Richard Curtis, would rhapsodise about a reality TV show, Love Island, being the greatest programme ever made? And just how many people have such an aversion to coriander, the devil's herb? It made complete sense to have my mum cook the meals. That's what she does so effortlessly. But I never expected people to share such similar obsessions as us, and what we naively started has turned into a community of salivating food gossips, a world which I am extremely happy to be a part of. I like to think that Mum and I have created an atmosphere where